welcome to NFL Total Access on the Tuesday of Week 13 with a slate of games so good, it might deserve a mention at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, family, friends, this week's slate of games, something like that. Scott Hansen's one of my friends on Lindsay Rhodes.
Lindsay, thankful for you. Top story tonight comes from Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin made the call to go with the duck caller at signal caller. The Steelers have benched Mason Rudolph. Pittsburgh now turns to rookie quarterback Devlin Duck Hodges to try and beat the Browns this weekend. Mike Tomlin indicated that Hodges protects the football better than Mason Rudolph does. But how Tomlin indicated that raised some eyebrows. You will hear that coming up later on NFL Total Access. The Dallas Cowboys are still in first place, but it appears that head coach is still on a very hot seat. 2 days after Jerry Jones seemed to blame coaching for the loss in New England, the Cowboys boss had this to say today.
When you're general manager, of which I am, those coaches are out there at my ultimate decision. It's very much within my realm of purview, if you will, to basically not only be standing there as an owner, but be standing there as the general manager that put the staff together to begin with. People seem to think that it's particularly harsh to have criticism, and they think that when you look at the other side of the field and call a job well done, that might mean that that's extraordinary criticism of the job that you've done over on the other side of the field.
News from the New York Jets. C.J. Mosle missed his 5th straight game on Sunday. He's been dealing with an ab and groin injury ever since week 1. The Jets linebacker has been hoping to avoid surgery, which would shut him down for the rest of the season. He's only played in 2 games all year long, has 9 tackles this season. For more on this one, let's bring in NFL Media's Mike Garafolo. Mike, any update on Mosle and what the Jets might do here?
Yeah, this was supposed to be decision day, Scott, so I thought by now I would have a firm answer for you, but I keep checking in with folks who keep saying no decision has been made yet on C.J. Mosle. So that tells you that this is a tough one here because they're trying to figure out if they can get him on the field here. They paid him gave him a big contract, $17 million per season, as they wanted him to be the difference maker on a defense that, by the way, we probably aren't talking about enough. They are playing outstanding football, #1 rush defense on the field, and it makes you think, how good could they be if they could get Mosle on the field with them? Like you said, only 2 games this year, so we'll see. I'm expecting a decision basically any minute now, but right now, nothing firm as far as whether he will have the surgery.
Yeah, that Jets defense coming off maybe their best performance of the year, just stuffing the Raiders at home this past Sunday. Meanwhile, last night's game, we're all still buzzing about that, the huge blowout win for the Ravens, but Baltimore did have a loss during the game. Tell us more about the Ravens starting center, Matt Skura.
They did. Matt Skura, #2 in AFC Pro Bowl voting and high on a lot of coaches and talent evaluators lists as far as how he was playing this season. He will miss the remainder of the season with a knee injury suffered last night. He will have to undergo surgery. Now, this is a big loss for them. And I know you're watching the game last night. He leaves and they don't miss a beat. I understand that. I do. However, I will tell you that Matt Skura does a lot for this team. He helps with the game planning process during the week. He helps on game day, making the calls, the cadence up front, because they snap the ball on a silent count a lot of times. So this is something that could disrupt what they're doing up front, and that could be a loss for them, particularly starting this week. They've got the 49ers. We know how good their defensive line is.
For sure. We're going to talk about that coming up here in just a little bit. So tough loss there, but the rest of the night, amazing for the Baltimore Ravens. They've won 7 in a row, and Lamar Jackson had arguably the best Monday Night Football debut ever.
I'm trying to win the Super Bowl, and we taking the game at a time. I'm not worried about MVP, you know. If it come, I'll be satisfied, but I'm trying to win the Super Bowl. That's the goal. We're chasing that right now. And we got the 49ers right now, but next week, and that's what we focus on.
LJ, MVP, if you got a problem, come see me. Just run that back from last week. That's all I'm going to say. Man, people been trying me, but they can't validate their opinions. So, LJ for MVP.
He's an MVP for a reason. For what he's doing, their whole team, I kid you not, like, I wouldn't lie to you guys. Half the time, I didn't know who had the ball.
He didn't